What's up, family? It's Coach Dev. Y'all know when y'all see this face is about getting some money. Look, I'm excited. I came with some gems today. Today, we're going to talk about authorized user accounts, right? An authorized user account. What is it? So, what is an authorized user account? An authorized user account is just simply, in simple terms, someone just putting you on their credit profile, right? Meaning like a parent, a grandparent, or a friend, or older relative, or something of that nature. It's just them placing you as an authorized user on their credit card. That simple. Literally, that simple. So, what is it, right? So, an authorized user is someone placing you onto their credit card, allowing you to borrow the entire credit profile. That's it. Their card history. Meaning this. If I am an 18-year-old child, a 19-year-old child, a responsible parent would place their child on to their biggest card with the least utilization and the oldest age to start developing credit for their child. So it would look something like this, right? Matter of fact, I have a 17-year-old boy. I have an 18-year-old boy, right? I want to help him start establishing credit. How do we do that? Now, most parents that aren't educated on credit normally tell their children, well, go out there and just go get a secured card and, just buy a little card and just start swiping and paying off some gas, right? That's normally what we're taught when we're coming up. But the right thing to do, and we're taught that way because most of the times, at least coming from where I come from, our parents don't have the best credit, right? So most times they're trying to help us by pointing us in the right direction and just giving us the knowledge that they have of it. But honestly, to be completely honest, if you're coming from neighborhoods like I'm coming from, people aren't educated on it, right? So they're just giving you their little sprinkle on things. But the correct way to do things, if you really want to help someone establish credit, particularly your child, your wife, your husband, right? Someone you're close to, you want to help give them a boost. This is what you would do. So, like I said, I have a 17-year-old child. Let's envision this real fast. Stay with me. I'm a 35-year-old male, 17-year-old child. I want to help start establishing their credit at 18. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my highest limit card, which would be a Navy Federal $25,000 limit that we don't use, right? And I would place him on as an authorized user on the account. Now, what happens when you place a person on as an authorized user is they will ask the primary card holder how much freedom they want to give you, meaning are you able to swipe this card? If someone's placing you as an authorized user, they shouldn't give you the privileges to screw anything up, right? So as an authorized user, I have the privilege to say, yes, you can spend, or no, you can't spend. Yes, they can get a card, or no, they can't get a card, right? So from an authorized user standpoint, I have all of the control. Your child can't get placed on to this card and just go start swiping and using it, right? So if that is an issue or an insecurity for some of y'all, that's not an issue. You have full control over that card, right? You have full control over everything that happens with that card. So what you would do is you would just place them on as an authorized user, don't give them a card, and don't give them access to using the card, right? Now, what's going to happen is they are going to literally hijack your entire credit profile. Meaning, if you had that card, that $25,000 Navy Federal card, and you had it for 10 years, now your child is going to pick up and borrow that 10-year history, right? If your debt utilization, and I'm going to go through all of those too, right? If your debt utilization is low, and your child is literally going to hijack your entire credit profile. Low utilization, credit history, payment time, payment history, all of that, right? So as an authorized user, if you're on the other end of it and you're looking to be placed as an authorized user on someone's account, right? So from the child's perspective, but let's make this a little more like realistic with adults, right? Most of you guys that are following me are adults. So either you can help establish your child's credit with the first method that I showed you, is placing them on to one of your card profiles as an authorized user. If you aren't paying your bills on time and things of that nature, I wouldn't suggest that, because what you would end up doing is hurting your child's credit profile before it even gets started. So only if you have a card that you're not using, right, with 5+ years on it, that utilization has to be lower than 10%, 0 late payments on this card. So we have payment history, right? We have low utilization, and we have no late payments. So all of that is going to set the child up perfectly fine. Now, from the adult perspective, right? Now, a lot of you guys are hearing we got trade lines on sale online, and we got authorized user accounts and things like that, and you guys don't really know what that means or understand how to utilize it, right? So the things that you're going to want to look for from an adult standpoint, right, is someone with low debt utilization that's under 10%, someone that's making 100% of their payments on time, right, and someone that has had this card for 10 or more years, and you want the limit to be $15,000 or more on it, right? Now, once they meet those 4 qualifications, and make sure they meet all 4 of those qualifications, then and only then do you proceed to pay this person and allow them to place you on their card as an authorized user. Now, typically, when people do this, they normally hold you on there for about 2 to 3 months and allow you to, basically, if you want to extend that 2 or 3 months, then they will have you make a second payment. Meaning, if I told you, look, I can put you on as an authorized user. I got a $25,000 Navy Federal card with, 100% payment history, 0% debt utilization with the $25,000 limit on it, right? So I'm going to place you on it and I'm going to make you look real good. I just need $500. I'm going to place you on there for 3 months. It's going to report after 2 weeks, right? So what all of that means is I'm going to place you on my card for 3 months, and after 2 weeks, it's going to report, meaning you're going to see it on your credit profile in 2 weeks. All of the credit bureaus, Experian, Equifax, TransUnion, they're going to see it on your credit report in 2 weeks. Now, when you have these authorized, if you're placed on someone's account as an authorized user, this isn't a long-term fix. This is something that you want to do, get in, make a move, and get out. Like, if you want to buy that new house and you don't have the credit score, this is the time to use those trade lines or become an authorized user on someone's account. If you want to buy a new car and you don't have the credit score, this is the time to use these authorized user hacks, right? Find you an authorized user trade line, and there are, well, you got to become a mentee. There are sites that you can use that have these for a lot cheaper than what most people are selling them for, because most people are selling them typically anywhere between $500 to $2,000. Now, your boy, if you go ahead and book a call with me, what you can do when this episode is over, I'll put you in position to be able to get those trade lines practically for free, literally for free, and I'll teach you how to make money off of it. But stick with me, right? So then and only then, when they meet all those qualifications, is when you want to become an authorized user on this person's account, right? Now, like I was saying, this is just something to do to make a quick move. An authorized user, normally, you're crediting in the 500s, 600s, and you're looking to buy that new car. You're looking to buy that new house. You don't have the credit score. You're like, man, I got to make a quick move. Okay, that's when you use an AU, an authorized user trade line, right? Because you got to make a quick move. You need that thing to report in 2 weeks. You need your score to shoot up. You need the bureaus to see it. Then you need to go get that house or go get that car and move within that time frame. Now, once you have that house in your possession, now once you have that car in your possession, you just simply stop using it. Look, thank you for your service. Boom. You did what you needed to do, right? It worked. Now, if you're BSing or you need to make a couple additional moves, or you're looking to try to get some type of funding from the bank or something like that, then you might have to extend that, right? Because a lot of other factors are going to come in. But this is how the trade lines typically work. Now, I am going to give you guys one of the gems just for simply follow me, like, subscribe. I'm going to give you one of the gems. You guys can go onto a website like and you can actually start selling these trade lines yourself, right? If you want more gems, follow me for more. Coach Dev got you. Go ahead, hit the link in my DM, and I'll be waiting to pick up the call so I can give you guys some more of these hacks and tell you exactly how everything works. But I love y'all, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.